So how that works with the triage system, if you say there was an earthquake right now in downtown LA and hospitals, they have patients coming in, the first thing that the hospital will do will actually shut down the ER department. They don't want to have a mass flow of patients just running into facilities, swamping things down. So they'll close down the facility, and outside they'll set up this triage area that has 20 to 30 foot tarps, square, with the green, yellow, red, and black. Green and yellow are what they call walking wounded, or essentially just walking wounded, non-life threatening. There we go. Green is good, where you just come in with like scrapes and bruises. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, Christian, let me see that.
That's you get to have. So it's just things where if you have a headache or you have just a cut, we'll set you up. You can go home. Take care of yourself.
I've got a headache.
Yeah. Delayed is serious non-life-threatening injury, like if you have a broken arm, they'll stabilize your arm, put it in a splint, and then put you in the yellow tarp until you can be seen. More severe cases...
But, yeah, I mean, those are kind of relatively self-explanatory.
Yeah.
What do? They tear this off and like, here's your ticket, come back in
Yeah.
an hour? Like,
when these come in,
procedure.
this has a string, and that wraps around the patient's neck, and it's essentially like an oversized dog tag.
Oh.
This armband here is to determine if the patient has either been contaminated with biological or chemical agents, which is set.
It's an armband, so you like tear that off and then wrap it around.
Wrap it around if they've been contaminated with some kind of an agent. This stays on the person, and then this half right here you tear off, and then you put that on a clipboard that they use to keep track of things, and then this other half stays on the patient if whatever injury they have, if they're...
So you just tear off the injury?
Yeah, these all tear off, yeah.
You only tear off one?
Times. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, they're morgue. Right.
But, so
It's
how...
gonna be in black too, huh?
Yeah, if you get the black, that's kind
Yeah,
of...
Not good.
You don't want to get the black. And actually one of
That
the...
Monty Python sketch, I'm not dead yet.
One of the comments they actually made about the black is, because each of these pouches are supposed to come in these corresponding colors of red, yellow, green, and black. One of the comments made is, if they're black, do you really need that many pouches? What if you just had one kind of pouch for morphine? And I thought about it, and kind of like it's more of a psychological thing that if someone came up to you, you want to at least have the impression that they're going to try and save your life, versus someone that just comes up with like, here's some morphine, I hope you feel better, and walk away. So it's just kind of giving that idea that cares overall.
They're dressed in all black.
Yeah, they got like the set.
Yeah. And then these were some of the smaller things that would be used in conjunction with the kit, where you have masks, you have sponges and bandages, the cutting shears, which would be mounted onto the drop leg rig, along with smaller things like bandages, goggles, things like that. And the thing about the project, which kind of pushed me to see if I can actually have it licensed, is that there was a lot of good reception. For the hospital alone, they invited me to come back in late November to actually utilize the pouches with a live patient disaster drill, to have their staffers use it in conjunction with the triage system that they have, to see, for me to document, to see if the good, the bad. And on top of that, Pasadena Fire Department said, just come back when you actually have the working prototypes, and we'll take a look and see how we might be interested in using it as well. So there definitely is interest in the project out there. They like the idea that it's designed for their needs versus just a generalization, which a lot of other gear makers do right now. They just, oh, there's a market for medical bags, let's just make a bag that's red, has reflective trim on it, and say, here, use this. Versus bags that are designed in, with the system that they use. So
Yeah.
Sick.
that's kind of like how the project evolved, and I'm still pushing it right now. So wherever it ends up, we'll see. I've been going around trying to find material sources. Biggest issue now is the vendor.
How does it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about products. Give me a sec, I'm going to change up the...
All right.